This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun and we're going to be doing another account review. Now it is free unequipped time, so that is a perfect time to do some reviews, and this is a member of the Discord and actually the guy who gave me my account at the very beginning of the game. So we're going to come through. He is currently stuck, a little bit frustrated on where he's going, wants to do a little bit better in Guild Wars, wants to just do an overall just account review to kind of understand where he needs to go next, what he needs a 6-star, how he needs to gear things. So we're going to take a look, and one of the first things that I'm going to notice here is that, let me get my cursor up here on the screen so that you guys can see where I am going with things. Okay, so... Are we okay? There we go. Okay, so first thing that we're going to notice here is that you do have 10 tries in your arena. Now, one of the big things with that is that if you go over here to the NPC challenges, you should be finishing out hell fights on every single time that they're up. You're gonna get your currency. You're also gonna get your sky stone. So make sure that you are not wasting that at all. You got a really good amount of gold up here, and you really could buy out some of the arena pieces, and I'll suggest which ones to buy out. Usually you want to buy out the accessories first. So let's see here. Do you have anything in here? Nothing. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what characters that you have available right now. All right, so we are going to sort by grade. We'll see what you got 6-starred. Okay, you got Destina, you've got Dizzy, which is good. You've got Soul, you've got Regular Bell, Tam, Luna. So, I mean, you've got a bunch of really solid characters. We're going to lock one of these just because they're really cool, and you should just keep one. Now, you do have Seaside Belle as well. And Seaside Belle is super phenomenal, very strong in the current meta. Got Baiken, gonna want to break the other Baiken into that Baiken. Got Lilius right now, so let's see, says Katie Clarissa. Gonna take a look down here at some of the 5-stars, see who you have kicking around. All right, you do have Commander Lorena up here, and she is really good. But you also have Luna. Commander Arena, however, though, is a bit better for raids and things like that. You've got quite a few Phantasmas down here. Let's see who you've got. Now, I know from talking to you previously that you were looking at doing Wyvern 11, which most people are. So let's see here. We're going to break some of these 6-star dogs. You're really going to want to break those out. Or not 6 stars, but the 3-star dogs. Don't leave those bad boys kicking around. So we'll do... Actually, you know what? I'll just let you do that so you can sort out what you need to do. Now, one of the things, too, I would suggest, Xriya, is make sure that you are keeping a SSS copy of all of your 3-stars. Now, you are going to want to start working on that Angelic Mont specialty change because she is very strong. You already have her at 5 stars, maxed out. So that is going to be something that you're going to want to work on. Same with your Hazel. So let's see here. Who do you got? Just, oh, you got a bunch of them in here. Definitely work on some of these connections just so that you can get those knocked out of the way. So let's see what else we've got going on over here. Now you got, got a bunch of stuff up in here. So I see you have an Oxlots and a Sea Dom in here. Those are going to be 2 characters that you're absolutely going to want to work on. I absolutely, like, 100% work on this Oxlots. Very strong. Same with regular Armin. Very strong. Sea Dom as well. So those should be fairly decent priority for you. You do have Gerardo down here. He's okay-ish. There's other strippers currently that outdo him for the most part. So definitely work on those 3. Pull those out and work on those. Now you have a bunch of bookmarks here. Save those up for the next limited. Save those up for the next limited since you've already pulled Lilius. And let's see. Let's take a look at what gear you currently have. Okay, so not a ton of gear, at least not comparatively. I'm a hoarder, so I'm used to seeing excessive amounts of gear. Now I want to check something real quick. So you're on 421 and you got 4 days left. I would absolutely go and hit that real hard. Now I'm going to take a look at some of your teams. Okay, so we're going to add some teams here. You got plenty of gold. I'll add those. I don't want to use up your sky shards. So let's see. Will, for rating, this is going to be a very solid team. Actually, you know what? You know who I have been enjoying lately as of the past couple of days, because that's just when I got her, is this team right here. Now, let me really quickly check how much morale that is. Actually, it probably isn't going to be that good in morale just because Lilius is not the best. So Lilius Soul Dizzy Tam. Yeah, that's gonna be 25. That's gonna be pretty bad. Let's see who else you have in here. We'll take and put in Baiken. Now, I do believe that they all play pretty well together, and I would be completely wrong because that is also 25 there. So let's see who you have that we can make into a good good raid team for you. Kron. Wow, these guys just do not like to... None of your characters like to play well together. Commander Arena. Let's see here. I think Bell or Destina might work out better. Bell. So right now, your best bet is going to be Dizzy Soul, Commander Arena, and Tamarin for 34 points. So that's not the worst, but not the best. Let's see. Kisei. Who else do we have in here that we could put in? Now, Kitty Clarissa is actually really solid on PvP defense, where it currently, at least in the game. So definitely one that you might want to look into. You also have Sid, who is a very big powerhouse when it comes to single target damage. Not only that, but he is really good on Banshee 11. So, and that's a really big one for you in the future if you're looking for those counterattack sets, which I'm a big fan of counterattack sets. So it's looking like with what you have right now, character-wise, you're probably going to be stuck at around 35. So when it comes to raiding, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time, because in order to clear out all of the raids within a certain time frame, you need to have 42 to 45. So that might be something to look into in the future, depending on how the characters that you have work out. I'll link you to a Labyrinth calculator so that you can sort that out in the future. Now, regular Watts is also going to be really, really good for like things like Banshee 11, stuff like that. So let's take a look. And I know that you are concerned about your Wyvern team. So this is the team that you should probably be building for Wyvern. So let's see, I would say Luna, but we're going to put Dizzy in here to try to just make it a little bit easier on yourself. So this way, Dizzy's going to debuff Wyvern. You're also going to have the defense break from Seaside Belle. Kisei is going to be able to take care of the shield phase, no problem. And as long as your Angelica is around 12 to 13k hit points, it's like 15k and then 1200 defense, you should be okay-ish. Now let's take a look at what you are rocking on that Angelica in terms of, okay, so you're pretty low, and you got some gear issues here. You're also going to want to finish awakening her for sure, because you're going to get more health here and you are going to get more health here. So that's 12% health that you're going to be rocking out. So farm some more special alarm loops, and then finish out the Hearts of Hypocrisy. One of the nice things is with the Alchemist Steeple, you can get that no problem. I would definitely take a look at some of her gear as well in the future. Let's take a look at what you've got in here. Okay. All right. Cancel. Give me my 3 sky shards. So when you're in here, you can pretty much just figure out, like, ahead of time before committing, what it is that you need, where you like tweak things around a little bit. This is going to be pretty much invaluable when we do have the free exchange. So definitely going to want to go through here and check on what you got. You can go through, check by set. Now, one of the things with Ange is you are going to want some of that extra speed. You're going to want some extra heft to her, so that's something that you're going to want to take a look at. Now, unfortunately, you do have some pretty low gear here, so I wouldn't worry too much about that right now. One of the things that I would suggest for you, because you do have quite a bit of gold, is once you get like I would say probably about 1200 to like 2000 sky shards, refresh the shop and make sure you're checking the shop, because even things like this can be good. You don't have a whole lot of level 85 gear, so refreshing and picking up stuff out of the shop, even if it's not amazing, can be a really, really big boon to you and the game, like the game that you're playing, trying to go through, get all of that stuff. Now, you want to make sure that you're going through here every day and you are purifying your abyss. So if you're not going to do the rest of your abyss, so if you're not going to do 459, because I'm on before almost reset, going to want to make sure that you are purifying this, so you get that stigma, so you get that gold. So make sure you're doing that every single day before you go to bed. Now, I see here that you do have your full on Labyrinth tokens, so here's something that you can do. You can go in here to Zone 1, and once it loads up, doesn't really matter too much what you have, because it's literally Zone 1. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come right here, move up here, go down. It doesn't matter because you're not going to keep that. Now, this is really big, and this is something that you should be doing every single day as well. You're going to want to come in here. You're going to want to hit the merchant. You're going to want to buy out all of his stuff. Because, I mean, look, you're just going to be rolling in things. I'll buy everything. You got bookmarks. You got artifacts. You've got all of that. Now, one of the things is, here's what's going to happen. You're going to yield out of this. You're not going to get that Skystone earlier, but all of the stuff that you just purchased in your inventory because you just literally purchased it. So it's there. So that's something that you're going to want to do every single day. Really, really big, really, really important. Now, I don't know how well you're doing in raid, but definitely want to try to run this as much as possible. Even if you're just hitting mini bosses early on, it's definitely worth, because you are going to have a chance for the accessories off of them. You also get the Queen's Favor, which you can turn in for the speed chests, which are very, very important. So you're going to want to hit that as soon as possible. Just give it a try. If you can't, you can't. But having Dizzy and Soul Bad Guy is really, really huge, because they're going to make that raid very, very simple. Now, I'm going to take a look here at your soul. So you only have 51% crit. That's not really good. You definitely want to have him with much, much higher crit. We're going to go by grade. Let's see what you got down here. Now, all right. Let's take a look at these artifacts that you got. You've got a lot of miscellaneous artifacts. Now, probably going to want to limit break one of these strat gauntlets. And I would personally lock all of them just so you don't accidentally sell one of them. It's hard to sell them when they're equipped, but yeah. You never know. Now, you do have Noble Oath, which is pretty good, and is definitely something that if you get a Crow or somebody tanky-ish on for Banshee that can obviously use it, then you will want to level that up and put that on there. But see what else you got down here. El's Fist will enhance one of these. Now, realistically, there's only a handful of artifacts that I think you need like multiple copies of. That's like Tag Heals, Idols Cheer You 2. You have 2, so that's good. Rose is okay to have more than one of. Infinity Basket as well sometimes. But you are going to want at least a maxed out Tag Heals. That's very, very important for PvP. Super important. Finish out this Arius. I do see you got Rose here. Rose could make a very good Wyvern tank as well. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to take a look at what you got. So I see you've got a Daydream Joker. We're going to take this off of Kitty Clarissa. Kitty Clarissa does not need Daydream Joker. Soul needs Daydream Joker. Now you are going to want to get this to 6 to 30. Really, really important. And one thing of note here is if you add these in individually, you have a better chance at getting those rate ups on there. The great success, super success, if you do them one at a time, because you're doing more of them at a time, so you have that better chance of getting those to trigger. Now, I would suggest, like I said, making sure that you get another copy of this and you max that one out as well, because that one's going to be... This is a really, really important DPS artifact. Super important. And another thing to note too is if you are not going to use these 3 stars, or you have all your 3 stars, limit broken, everything that you need is there, it's good. Make sure that you are, well, first off, you're locking each limit broken copy, but afterwards make sure you sell it to the shop and then buy your charms after the fact, because if you are just feeding it to your other artifacts, then you are kind of wasting a little bit of your stuff. Now, this is going to be another one that you're going to want to max out as much as you can. I see you only have 2 out of 6, so that's kind of oofs, but it is okay. Moonlight Dreamblade is very important for later in the game. Let's see, what else do you have here? Now, you might want to make a second Arius just for reasons, just because. This one is actually pretty good too. So, Potion Vial is very, very clutch. You're gonna definitely want one of those. But let's take a look at the gear that you have that we can put on him. Now, like I said, you are gonna want 100% crit. So let's see here. That is a decent crit chance. Now this is crit chance with critical hit damage on it. So this is pretty big right here. So this could be pretty good. It's a level 65 though, so might not get you the best. You want him to be kind of not glass cannony, but you want a little bit of heft, but not to worry about it too much. This is actually really, really solid. You could put this on him potentially with, let's see here, this. Now, you don't have a crit destruction set that I can see, so we're going to go with 4-piece crit, maybe 2-piece health. We'll see what we have. Actually, you know what? You're going to want to level up. Nah, because you do want him to be a little bit speedy. You don't have an Oxlost yet or too much in the way of CR push. So you definitely don't want to worry too much about that. You don't want to have to worry. You don't have to worry about that too much. So let's see. Well, this is what, crit chance? Okay, so that'll put you at 89%. So will this helmet, not great. Effectiveness, defense. Now, one thing to note here too is that you can always run offset stuff. So like right here, this helmet is, we'll take this helmet off. What is it versus the one that you have on? So the one you have on, not that great. Honestly, like if you were to put this on, you got an extra 15% critical hit damage and 7% attack. So, I mean, you would lose a little bit of crit here, but you would gain a lot more in terms of crit damage as well as attack. You'd be going up quite a bit in the attack range. Also, quite a bit here in the crit damage. Now, the problem becomes you're losing a little bit more of that crit. You're going to be losing about 8% there. So, you'd have to make that up somewhere else. But let's see. What did you roll on this? Ooh, wow, that's a lot of attack on there. Let's see. Ooh, wow, that's actually, but that would put you real far down in terms of the critical critical chance. Let's see what you got in terms of sortage here. So this actually would put you up to 91%. We broke set, so this would put you at 95%. If you have anybody that you could run with a speed imprint, then you would be set. So let's change this up real quick. Let me take a quick gander at who you have that has crit for their imprint. She does. Unfortunately, you don't have her imprinted. If you buy a slate and you imprint her, you get 4.8%, which would put you at just under 100% when it comes to that. Ken would be attack. She's attack. Dual chance, speed, defense, speed. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you have anybody that's going to be crit chance. So the best bet you got right now is that you're at 95%. That's, let's be real though, that's probably 0% chance. That's just how these games work. But we got Soul taken care of. Let's take a look at your Dizzy real quick. So Dizzy's 156 speed, which isn't bad. Your effectiveness is real low. And so you're going to want to pull that up as you can. You'll also want to... How are your MOLAs? Okay, you're here. You're there. That's good. Soul, you're going to want to go down to the third skill on this. And then you don't have to worry about the rest of those just yet. So let's see. Actually, are you close on any of these? Let's see if this actually will just roll into crit chance. Come on, crit chance. No, flat attack. Oof. Oh, we got a chance for crit chance here. There you go. There's 3 more. It's 5, 6, 7. That puts you at 98%. We can get crit chance here. Actually, do you have any more? Nope. All right, so there you go. Now you have 100% crit chance. With 151 speed, he's actually not too slow, so he should be doing quite a bit of damage. Now, as you level some of these items up, like you are going to want to level this up for sure. 71 items and 70 items will last you for a little bit. I wouldn't invest too much more in this ring at the moment because you're probably going to replace this. But this guy right here is going to absolutely melt raid bosses as well as Golem. So you may actually want to look at running Golem because you have Tamarin, you have Araminta, you have Soul Bad Guy, and you have Ken. All 3 are really, really solid. They could absolutely roll through Golem. It'll help you get some attack gear. It'll help you get some hit point gear. I know it doesn't help you too much with Wyvern, but two-piece HP isn't bad. Oh, you also have Kayron. You are pretty much set to farm Golem 11 for realsies. Just bring Tamarin. She'll heal. She'll be pushing everybody forward with her Idol's Cheer. So I would go Soul, Ken, Kayron, and Tamarin. That would be a fantastic team. Now, we did take that chess piece off of Luna. We need a crit chance set for chess piece. Now, one thing to note here too is that she does get increased crit chance from her passive. So you have 83.2 right now, but you do gain 20% chance. So you effectively, when you are over 50% health, you have a 100% chance right now with the way your stats are. So always remember that you don't have to have her at 100% chance. Oh, that's right. You wanted to... what is your current arena defense team? So I would put... We'll do this. Because Araminta is not an amazing defensive unit. Oh, you have regular Bell in there? We'll put Moonlight, or regular Ken. This should be better. Your other team was a little on the squishy side. Although you're down in bronze, so I don't know too many people are attacking you. They are. And you're getting... Wow, there's Arbiter Vildreds and stuff down here? Okay. Well, anyways. That should help you out a little bit more. So, let's see. Let me take a look at your Sanctuary. Alright, so you're going to want to make sure that you're 333 in here. Just a heads up. That is very, very important. Personally, I would probably pull your breaths out of your blacksmith only because you're really not farming that hard, so it's not super worth right now. High command, I would go with I think it was like 3 in the first one. That's what I do anyways. So yeah. Here you're gonna want to go 330. And yeah, if you take your other ones out of Steel Workshop and distribute them across Alchemist Steeple, put 2 more in the front of Forest of Souls and finish out your Heart of Obus. That would be the best option. One thing that you can do later is, as you gather more materials, as you're able to do hunts a lot easier, then you can move things back over to the Steel Workshop, and the cost effectiveness of what you would get from your breaths in other places is exponentially better than just leaving them in the blacksmith. So there you go. I would also make sure that you are clearing out the events for sure, but go through, make sure you're doing all of the unrecorded history. You're, finishing out, making sure you get all your breaths, everything like that, and go from there. So I think that's you know, that should give you a good solid idea of where to go. Your soul bad guys is geared out. Increase the effectiveness on your dizzy. You're going to want to increase the heft of your Angelica. Personally, let's see. I'll push together something for you here real quick in terms of a Golem team. So this right here, you know what we're going to do for team 3 is Wyvern. Team 4 will be what you should probably be running for Golem. Oh, that's right. You do have Lilas as well. So you can run Ken up here. Or you could run, oh well, because you double, never mind, you double up the attack buff with Tamarin, because she'll have an attack buff. So finish out leveling your Tamarin, finish out leveling your Lilith, and then this is a phenomenal Golem team right here. You should be able to melt him relatively quick. And then that'll help you get a little bit heftier for Wyvern. So there you go. There's that. Characters that you should be taking a look at down in the 3 stars, 3 and 4 stars. That will help you out. Shuri is really important if you get more imprints on him because of speed. Lots of dogs, lots of 2 stars. Have you started any of your specialty change quests, actually? Okay, so you're working on those 2 already. Okay, fantastic. You want to do Ruzid and Church of Ilris X, so you can get Axe God. Very, very important stuff. But there you go. You got a lot of stuff to do, and I hope that this video kind of helped you out. Just kind of work on those and go from there. I think that Golem and then beef yourself out for Wyvern is probably a solid option. Not only that, but if you're a little chunkier, it'll help you out in raids as well. Also make sure, like I said, to do your arena, your NPC challenges every day. Make sure you're knocking those out. And one other thing, let me check, make sure that you're buying these every day as well. Holy crap, you have 32,000 friendship marks. Just buy a bunch of these bookmarks. Powder of Knowledges are good. You probably, well, you don't really need to pick anything up in here yet. But for this, well, first off, make sure you're buying your Molagora seeds. Same from Transmit. Make sure you're buying those every week. But conquest-wise, probably buy yourself the axe, the necklace, and the ring. And then after that, just buy the armor pieces as you see fit. The boots are pretty good. The helmet's not bad. But all right, man, there you go. Hope this helped. If you have any additional questions, you know, you can reach out and I will try to get them answered for you. Make sure you're doing these 2. Let me make sure that you did this. Okay, cool. All right, yep, make sure that you're just doing those every day. And yeah. All right, dude, I will end here. like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And for those of you watching, if you guys like this, make sure that you'll let me know down in the comments and hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and do all of those other things that YouTubers ask you to do. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.